Hey everyone, welcome back to Just Facts. Today, we're diving into the wild world of Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States. Get ready to have your mind blown. Alright folks, buckle up because we're kicking things off with Donald Trump, the football mogul. You know him as a real estate tycoon, reality TV star, and, of course, the former commander-in-chief. But did you know that Trump once owned a professional football team? That's right, before there was The Apprentice, there was the USFL, and Trump was the proud owner of the New Jersey Generals. Now, the USFL was like the Little League that tried to take on the NFL, a bold move, some might say, much like the Donald himself. And let me tell you, Trump's time with the Generals was a wild ride. We're talking big-name signings, epic rivalries with other USFL teams, and even a lawsuit against the NFL. Yeah, you heard that right. Trump went head-to-head with the big dogs, claiming they were operating a monopoly. It was a whole thing. Unfortunately, the USFL eventually folded, but Trump's time as a football owner is a fascinating footnote in his larger-than-life story. Okay, picture this. You're strolling down Hollywood Boulevard, soaking up the sunshine and the glitz and glam, when suddenly, you stumble upon a star on the Walk of Fame bearing the name Donald J. Trump. Yep, you heard me right. This isn't a joke from The Tonight Show. The Donald has his very own star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and it's been there since 2007. Now before you go thinking it was for his presidential prowess, hold your horses. Trump received this prestigious honor for his work in television, specifically for his role as producer and host of the hit reality show The Apprentice. I guess those boardroom beatdowns and "you're fired" catchphrases really resonated with folks. So next time you're in Hollywood, be sure to stop by and snap a selfie with Trump's star. It's a real conversation starter. Are you ready to rumble? Because Donald Trump is about to enter the ring. The WWE ring, that is. That's right, folks. Before he was commanding the Oval Office, Trump was throwing down in the squared circle with the likes of Vince McMahon and Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I'm not even exaggerating when I say throwing down. Remember that time Trump bought Monday Night Raw and made it rain cash all over the ring? Or how about when he shaved Vince McMahon's head bald after winning the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania 23? The man knows how to make an entrance and work a crowd, I'll give him that. Trump's over-the-top personality and flair for the dramatic made him a natural fit for the world of professional wrestling. And his contributions to WWE didn't go unnoticed. In 2013, he was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, cementing his status as a wrestling legend. Chapter 4. Game Night Trump Style. Ever wanted to be a high-rolling real estate mogul, wheeling and dealing your way to the top? Well, back in 1989, Donald Trump gave us all a chance to live out our tycoon fantasies with his very own board game, Trump the Game. This wasn't your grandma's Monopoly, folks. Trump the Game was all about making big deals, crushing your opponents, and of course amassing a fortune worthy of the Trump name. Players bought and sold properties, hotels, even casinos, all while trying to outmaneuver their rivals and avoid bankruptcy. The game was a hit. For a hot minute. It eventually faded from the shelves, but then, like a phoenix from the ashes, Trump the Game was relaunched in 2004, coinciding with the success of Trump's reality show, The Apprentice. And guess what? It flopped again. Maybe it was the cutthroat gameplay or the fact that nobody really wants to play a board game about bankruptcy. Whatever the reason, Trump the Game became a collector's item, a quirky footnote in the annals of board game history. Chapter 5. Teetotaler-in-Chief. In a town like Washington, D.C., known for its power lunches and cocktail parties, Donald Trump's stance on alcohol might surprise you. The man doesn't touch the stuff. No champagne toasts, no wine with dinner, not even a celebratory beer after a round of golf. And the reason behind his teetotaling ways is a deeply personal one. Trump's older brother, Freddie, struggled with alcoholism, which ultimately led to his untimely death at the age of 43. Witnessing his brother's battle with addiction left a lasting impact on Trump, and he made a vow to never drink alcohol himself. It's a decision he's stuck to throughout his life, even amidst the pressures and temptations of the political arena. Now that's commitment. Chapter 6. The Billionaire President. When it comes to wealth and extravagance, Donald Trump has always been in a league of his own. But did you know that he made history as the first billionaire president of the United States? That's right, folks. While the exact figures are a bit of a mystery, Trump never publicly released his tax returns. His net worth was estimated to be in the billions, making him one of the wealthiest individuals to ever occupy the Oval Office. Now, we've had presidents with fortunes before, but Trump's wealth was on another level. We're talking gold-plated everything. Private jets, sprawling estates. The man lived a life of luxury most of us can only dream of. And he wasn't shy about flaunting it either. Love him or hate him, there's no denying that Trump's wealth and business acumen played a significant role in shaping his public persona and political career. From the boardroom to the Oval Office, Donald Trump has always had a knack for commanding attention. But before he was making headlines as the leader of the free world, he was gracing our TV screens and movie theaters with his, shall we say, unique brand of charisma. That's right, folks. Donald Trump is no stranger to the world of entertainment. He's made cameo appearances in more movies and TV shows than you can shake a stick at. Remember that iconic scene in Home Alone 2, Lost in New York, where little Kevin McAllister asks Trump for directions in the Plaza Hotel? Classic. Or how about his guest spot on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where he schooled Will Smith on the art of the deal? Pure gold. From Sex and the City to Zoolander, Trump has popped up in some of the most unexpected places, always bringing his signature swagger and larger-than-life personality along for the ride. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this next fact might just rewrite history as we know it. Long before the Make America Great Again hats and the fiery rallies, Donald Trump actually considered a run for the presidency back in the year 2000. That's right, he even went so far as to briefly campaign as a Reform Party candidate. Can you imagine that alternate timeline? Trump going head-to-head with Al Gore and George W. Bush? It's enough to make your head spin. Ultimately, Trump decided to drop out of the race, citing concerns about the party's viability and his own personal commitments. But his brief foray into the 2000 election shows that the seeds of his presidential aspirations were planted long before he descended that escalator in Trump Tower. Alright folks, let's talk meat. Trump steaks, to be exact. That's right, in addition to hotels, casinos, and golf courses, Donald Trump once added purveyor of fine meats to his ever-growing resume. In 2007, he launched Trump Steaks, a line of premium cuts of beef that promised to be the world's greatest steaks. Sold exclusively through the Sharper Image and QVC, Trump Steaks were marketed to those with discerning palates, and of course a taste for the finer things in life. But despite Trump's claims of their unparalleled quality, the steaks failed to sizzle with consumers. Maybe it was the hefty price tag or the fact that they were shipped frozen. Whatever the reason, Trump Steaks were quietly discontinued, becoming yet another failed business venture in the otherwise glittering Trump empire. When it comes to matters of the heart, Donald Trump's life has been anything but conventional. Over the years, he's been linked to a string of high-profile women, but only 3 have had the honor of calling themselves Mrs. Donald J. Trump. First up, we have Ivana Trump, a Czech-American businesswoman and former model. They tied the knot in 1977 and had 3 children together, Donald Jr., Ivanka, and Eric. Their marriage was the stuff of tabloid dreams, filled with glitz, glamour, and of course a healthy dose of drama. They eventually divorced in 1992, but Ivana remained a fixture in Trump's life and business empire. Next came Marla Maples, an actress and TV personality, who famously came between Trump and Ivana. They married in 1993, shortly after the birth of their daughter, Tiffany. However, their union was short-lived, and they divorced in 1999. Finally, we have Melania Trump, a Slovenian-American former model who became Trump's 3rd wife in 2005. They have 1 son together, Barron. Melania stood by Trump's side throughout his presidency, becoming a controversial figure in her own right. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed these surprising facts about Donald Trump, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Just Facts for more amazing content. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. See you next time.